Your latest column titled The Incredible Shrinking Apple argues that the age of innovation is basically over for Apple and that the company's focus is not on selling better products to more people, but selling more products to the same people. Are you calling for an end to hardware innovation at large?
No, I mean, I wish they were just doing more. I was very disappointed when I saw, the services event last week because, it's fine. They're just doing what Netflix is doing. They're doing what other retailers are doing with credit cards. They're just sort of acting like a normal big company, which you kind of expect because they are a huge company and they're trying to get more revenues from their existing users. I think that all around them, though, as we were talking about with Facebook, the internet is burning up, and Apple has a particular, points of leverage on the internet ad business, on privacy. It could really kind of make a big change for users by creating new ad-free services, more privacy-aware services, things like an iMessage for Android, and get other people onto Apple's private system. But they're not. They're kind of, like Mark Zuckerberg, I guess, punting on the big questions and giving us more prestige TV, which, there's already a glut of that. So I was saddened by the whole thing.
Henry, the flip side of this is, and we've certainly had quite a number of investors and analysts come on our air and say, okay, maybe they're behind the ball on this. They have been at other times in history, too, in terms of, some new innovations or new initiatives, but don't ever count them out.
I think they're doing actually very well. I think the problem is that Apple, everybody who follows Apple has been spoiled by the fact that 10 years ago they invented the most profitable and successful and innovative and transformative product in the history of the world. And we're all waiting for that every time they got on stage. Where is it? Where's the next iPhone? The watch is doing pretty well. Other parts of Apple are doing well. The services are growing very rapidly. Yes, they could continue to lower prices with the iPhone, reach more of the market over time. They're starting to do that in China and India. So I actually think overall, it's incredible how long they have been able to sustain the iPhone as an innovation. Here we are. Look, stock's doing nicely. I think we give them more credit than Farhad did.
For sure. Although, Farhad's point about why aren't they trying to create a safer, better social network, a way to interact, I guess that would almost seem like a gift to the world, Farhad. Not sure if it's a business.
A gift to the world is not terrible from a company that has like hundreds of billions of dollars sitting around. What else? They could just lower the prices of all our iPhones. That'd be great too. I think that they could come up with bigger things. They could spend a lot of money and try to create the future of the internet. And that's what Tim Cook has been talking about. He fights against the kind of invasion of privacy from Facebook, from Google. Yeah, his platform is kind of a key enabler of those. And I think that if they really wanted to make a huge difference, they could. They have the resources and they have the loyalty and they have the smarts. They can do it. And I just wish they would make bigger bets, take bigger swings. This is a crucial time in the internet and they could play a better role.